Okay, here is my lame attempt at trying to create some content on the street. I did something a week or so ago about Tom Brady. If you didn't catch that, kind of go down in my feed or where, however you got this, whether you got it YouTube, my Instagram, or my Facebook. My Instagram is at SpazWAF. My Twitter at SpazWAF. My Facebook, you probably just look up Anthony Pazziali, and same thing for YouTube, but you don't have to go to all those because it's going to be the same thing. I should probably say this is also a terrible attempt at trying to create some content advertising. So I got to give a plug for my company, Take Junk. Go to takejunk.com for all your junk removal needs. You can book online or you can call 844-TAKE-JUNK. Okay, so there is a story in the news about fantasy sports and about how obsessive people are and what they will do and how they will get at trouble at work and even turn sex down to make sure that their teams are set up. So, of course, I thought it would be great to go out and interview a couple of people, two in this case. I talked to Mike and I talked to Jasmine, and I get their opinions kind of on this. Let's meet Mike first.
I'm Mike the Good Samaritan, and my motto in life is good karma and good conversation, and I am a big Red Sox, Bruins, and Patriots fan. Tom Brady is still the best quarterback Boston's ever had. I believe he had a slow season, but he gonna come back bigger, better, and stronger.
What happens if he leaves?
That would be a great opportunity too for him, because then he could teach others how to play well.
That's Mike. Mike the Good Samaritan.
Mike the Good Samaritan.
I had a few questions for Mike, and here's a little more of the interview. According to a new survey, 20% of people have turned down sex because of what?
Instinct. If I walked up to a female and she offered me something, and if she ain't got no good hygiene or don't look good appearance-wise, I'm gonna walk away. Sores, smell, appearance.
I can't. Sores, smells.
Sores, smell, appearance.
I love this guy. He's got it down pat. If you got sores, smells, instinct.
Instinct.
She got to be clean for my man Mike.
And if she ain't got no good hygiene.
All right. Here's a little bit more for Mike. I asked him where people go for sex on Mass Ave. Where does one go to have sex out here on Mass Ave?
Anywhere and everywhere. All the time out here on Mass Ave. Mostly hotels, mostly garages.
You ever seen a public display?
Down in the Boston Commons. It was nice, but I kept it moving because nobody wants to get their mood or their groove disturbed.
Great advice from Mike. Stay away from the sores and there's sex all day on Mass Ave.
All the time out here on Mass Ave. Sores, smell, appearance, instinct.
That's Mike the Good Samaritan.
All the time out here on Mass Ave.
Now let's meet Jasmine.
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm pretty fucking crazy. I'm very blunt and outspoken and have no hair on my tongue.
According to a new survey, 20% of people have turned down sex because of what?
Anybody will have sex with anybody, but if they did, probably because your pussy stinks. How can your dick get hard like that? Because they're pigs. They only think with one head, the head between their legs, not the head between on top of their head. You know what I mean?
Who's a guy that you wouldn't care what he smelled like?
Probably Clint Eastwood, because he's a sexy old fucking bastard.
Oh, very interesting. That's Jasmine. Not sure what you think of her, but apparently she has a thing for Clint Eastwood.
Probably Clint Eastwood.
I'm not sure I quite understand that, but I guess guy's got money, bunch of good movies.
He's a sexy old fucking bastard.
That too. He's a sexy old bastard. For sure, I guess Clint Eastwood was a good-looking guy back in the day, but he's mad old now. But he's still got the loot, so I guess it's no biggie.
Probably Clint Eastwood.
In this next clip, she gets into a little bit about her past. I guess she used to be a prostitute, and we'll listen to it now.
I used to be a prostitute, and when I was a prostitute, one day this guy pulls over in this car, right? And when he pulls down his pants so I could suck him off, all of a sudden, I see fucking flies flying around his fucking penis. I am not lying. This is serious shit, man. It was just like fucking, straight headlights or fleas flying around all over the place. I don't know how to describe that.
I guess this is some serious S.
I am not lying. This is serious shit, man.
So I asked her her thoughts real quickly on Tom Brady. What are your thoughts on Tom Brady?
He's sexy little white boy, though. He is that. And he has a fucked up wife that fucking sucks, which is so mean to him. I wonder if she even sucks his dick at night.
I'm not sure how appropriate that is, or if you guys even want that kind of content on this, whatever this is. But apparently, Giselle is a bitch, I guess.
And he has a fucked up wife that fucking sucks.
These are not my opinions. These are the opinions of the people on the street. I'm sure Giselle is a amazing wife, and Tom Brady, obviously a great guy. But my man Mike would know by
Instinct.
Ah, yes. Mass Ave. You gotta love it.
All the time out here on Mass Ave.
All right, let me finish the details on this story. The story was about how far people will go to take care of their fantasy teams, whether it's fantasy football, fantasy, whatever. 12% of people were caught playing fantasy sports at work. These people were suspended, demoted, or their pay was docked. Apparently, 20% of people have turned down sex so they can take care of their fantasy team.
Probably Clint Eastwood.
73% of people who play fantasy sports, but their significant other does not, their relationship ended, or for some reason it just went bad because of the fantasy sports.
And he has a fucked up wife that fucking sucks.
And finally, 9% of people have skipped a wedding over fantasy sports. I would just skip a wedding in general because I'm cheap and I can't stand spending money. And 8% of people have forgotten to pick up their kids. That'll do it. Until next time.
Sores, smell, appearance.
Hopefully I can get you guys some more good audio from Mass Ave.
All the time out here on Mass Ave.
Don't forget, check out takejunk.com. You can book online for all your junk removal needs, or you can call 844-TAKE-JUNK. And you can check out all my stuff at SpazWAAF on Instagram, at SpazWAAF on Twitter. You can look me up on Facebook. TikTok, I think my TikTok is Anthony Paz, at Anthony Paz. And you can check out my little videos there.
Instinct.